Hey everybody, we're back with more of this stuff. Figured out what to do, and we're gonna go do it. He's frozen for some reason, which isn't a good sign. But we're gonna get going. We're gonna try getting through this pretty quick. Then we're gonna hopefully be able to get to the platform area and then just leave Anachronox for a little bit. Getting kind of tired of this planet. So if we go down towards Zordo's, there's a guy here who you have to talk to in order to get to those blueprints. And after you get the blueprints, you give them back to the lady, and then she gives you a little bit of advice and says, hey, let's get through this dialogue quickly. She will basically say, go back and check up on him, make sure he's alright. And then he'll ask you to take a photo of some guy who he believes is tailing him. And I think if we go up this way, if I'm not thinking like a crazy madman, we should be able to find the guy somewhere around here and kind of take out two birds with one stone. But there's a chance he's not going to be walking around in these areas until we start up the quest, so we'll see. It's kind of funny because the guy, at least how I remember him looking, he looks pretty, yeah, this is him. The guy looks pretty innocuous, I guess. I think I have to get one of his, like, directly of his face. We're gonna go faster. Yeah, there we go. Got a little shot of Pal, too. Oh, but he just looks like a random dude, so you basically have to end up talking to a ton of people in order to make sure that you can get him. I don't know. Will admit though that I did look at a few FAQs before doing this section in the game, kind of looking at the side quests that are available in this area and just making sure that I'm getting kind of everything of value before I leave. I figure it's like the best way to make sure that we kind of have a bit of forward momentum in the game. Yeah. I don't really get it because everyone seems to think that Boots is like a really bad guy. Like he's not great. I remember there's some references to him being like a big hotshot detective guy or whatever, and being from I guess Anachronox North, whatever that means. Like I guess the north side of the rotating planet, which is a little silly. But yeah, I don't know. I guess people don't have much of a trust of this guy. I trust Boots. It's got a cool coat. I trust a man with a cool coat. Alrighty. I did. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. I guess we're part of the resistance now. And got ourselves a looter band. It's great for beat block, I guess. Whatever that means. So yeah, we're gonna head to the platform area now. There's a longer quest that's part of this part where you end up fighting against a what would that guy be called? He's like a what the hell is he called? He would be like a smuggler or something like that. He's actually an enemy that you fight later on. He's this guy with a briefcase. But like the end of that side quest is something like $400 or something, and that's just not enough kind of bank to make it worth my while a little bit. So we're probably not gonna bother with that too much. We're gonna just sort of motor on and see how far we can get. So in the downtime here, how's everybody doing out there? Enjoying the weather, enjoying being back at work, and all that sort of good stuff that goes on. Hope you're having a chill time and you're able to relax a little bit and maybe spend a little bit of time watching me play this old video game. and you can comment. You don't have to subscribe. I don't really care about subscriber numbers. I just want to play this silly game and have fun with it. Platform area. There's some stuff I should do though. With PAL. There's some crap I should do before we leave. Woo! PAL, as I said before in the last part, I always thought that he's kind of a little bit faster than Boots and stuff, just because he has wheels. But he's not. He's the same. He goes at the same speed as everyone else, basically. But I don't know. I do like some things about him as a character. Like he's actually, you may have noticed, at a bit of a lower angle compared to Boots or Grumpos, who are relatively the same height. Like PAL is kind of like a little kid, basically, in the world here. So. Looks interesting. I always thought it was kind of weird. There's a store back there called Chala's, and that's a place that's kind of advertised in the game a little bit. Like it's on some of the signposts and stuff, but you can't go into it. I always thought that was a little weird. But if you remember in Frank's Flophouse, there's an area in there that has a hacking terminal for PAL. And once we go to the platform area, there's a few in there as well. I know I've probably missed like 2 or 3 of them by this point, but I'm not gonna be super completionist in this. I don't think it's here. I think it's beside Frank over here or something. Oh, I know there's one around. Whoop. Maybe it is downstairs. I get freaked out every single time a character gets stuck or a character stops responding. But I found in the game that if you... It could be in here or it could be in Zordo's, but I'm not going to go all the way back to the gun shop. That's way too far in the past. Yeah, I don't think it's in here. We gotta come back this way anyway at some point. Whatever. We're gonna go to the platform area. Gotta make up for some lost time. PAL's minigame is something that gives me a little bit of heart palpitations while I'm doing it. One thing that I mentioned in the previous thing is that I love little tiny unlocking mini games and stuff. I hated the one that was in Fallout 3, where it introduced kind of like a lockpick. You have to just turn it. I feel like you can just sort of... It does require a little bit of skill, I think, but it's not the same as like the Oblivion lockpicking system. The other lockpicking system that I can think of... Junkyard. The other lockpicking system that I can think of in video games, or at least unlocking system that I've seen at least twice in this game and another, is what would it be? It's the kind of the flow game, I guess you can call it. In BioShock, they had the kind of water pipe game that you could play to hack into vending machines and stuff. Basically, you had to just line up pipes before the... It's not water, it's like the Eve or whatever, the fluid that powers people, before it got to the end of the pipe. And then you could, or no, you're supposed to create a connection or whatever. Anyway, I know there's a thing over here. Maybe, I could be crazy. Point of that though is, never really did like... No, there's nothing here. Never really did like that game. I found that even though the pace of it was usually really slow, and I'd end up getting a bunch of I don't want to call them chems, but I know they're not called chems. Perks or whatever they're called, the things that basically allow you to do stuff. That's specific. Okay, this is always a fun moment. You know what I'm talking about, the magic powers you get in those games. It allows you to slow down the flow of things, so I always thought that was good. So we can either fix the elevator or we can just leave it, but maybe we could let Pal do it. I don't know if if it really makes a difference, because no matter what you do, the elevator always seems to explode. But oh, we'll try it again, see how that goes. Okay. Oh. Well, that's good. I just saved over the I just saved over the file where I messed up the elevator. So I guess we're not gonna see that. Oh well. What can you do? This is the Pajama Sam sock debacle all over again. Oh shit. Damn it. That pisses me off. Well, that's gonna bother me for a while. You can't do anything with that either. That's gonna bother me for freaking days if I don't actually see what the deal is with that elevator. I also don't want to replay 10 minutes. I've already... okay, whatever. I'll go against my internal programming and try to just move forward. Just gonna check to see if there's anything to open up in here. I think we're good. But back to my main point is, if we get to see Pal's mini game, which hopefully we will soon. What does Pal think of this? Yeah, I really tricked out. It's got some cool stuff. It's basically that same game. It's a hacking game where the electricity kind of builds towards your. I think you're supposed to steal that back somehow. It like builds up, and you have to fill in the circuit before. Oh, what? Yes. Oh. Cool. Oh, only Boots can use the camera. Must have to do with like a lock perspective thing of the camera or something. It's a cool baby. It's a cool ass baby. Anyway, so we gotta get the hell off this planet. But I know there's a way to get in here. There's a way to do something. I remember this being a thing. Here we go. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing something. We're going somewhere. Does this lead up to Frank's Flophouse? No, it leads up here. Yeah, you can steal this back for whatever reason, and some guy at the Anachronox museum wants it basically from you, and he'll pay you like 400 bucks. But that requires you to, what is it? It requires you to take pictures of all the Anachronox symbols and stuff, and that I haven't done that. Okay. I don't see why we didn't just go through the building. You know, whatever. Not my problem. Alright, let's just check this way, and then we're gonna get going. Cause yeah, this is basically where the elevator down here just leads up here. I honestly don't know if you can actually fix it or not. I remember very distinctly there being a cutscene where it basically just explodes. So I'm assuming once you used it once, or even if you try using it, there's no way to actually fix this stupid thing. Anyway, so we gotta... yeah. We gotta use the most annoying minigame in the game, which I hate, which is Grumpos's Yammer ability. And what you basically have to do is you have to make his lungs expand, and just do it. So you have to like kind of mash a little bit to get his one lung to... You know, the fact that he can do this independently with its lungs is kind of surprising and concerning. But basically what he does is he just talks and talks and talks. I'll give you a few seconds if you want to pause. And he's talking to Boots, I guess, right here. And he just keeps going until... Why did everything turn green? That was weird. Anyway, whatever. Let's go. Whoa. Sylvester Buccelli. Insufficient funds? Oh. I guess Grumpos can buy it, probably. Center station. So, this is another thing that annoys me, is that there's certain things in the game which do this kind of thing, where you want to get the best price imaginable, but then it's kind of difficult to do. And there's no real thing governing this. I think it's this guy over here, which is the fluctuating ticket prices. It has nothing to do with this stuff in the middle of the screen. So I'm just gonna close my eyes, and that's pretty expensive, considering we only have like 300 bucks. So whatever. All right, let's get out of here. Honestly, it doesn't cost that much money to like go back and forth to these places eventually when you can come back here. So, and later on in the game, money just becomes a non-issue, as it is in like most other video games and stuff. Like money is just a thing. It's like whatever. Crazy guys. Oh, we gotta talk to that guy up there. And that guy. We cannot leave. Eddie knows, until we talk to this guy up here. Because he's got important stuff to say about this world. I'll read it from Mad Caleb. We're all just puppets in the game. There's no point to our existence, except for a few pointless words put into our mouths. We have no past, we have no future. We are forever frozen in this brief moment in time, forced to repeat ourselves in a vicious loop. If you doubt me, listen to yourselves. Try and say anything besides one or two meaningless lines you've been granted. Okay. We're condemned to repeat this moment, trapped in a maddening circle of despair. And yeah, he just repeats what he says. I guess he does, yeah. Yeah. So, that's a pretty fourth wall kind of breaking thing. I don't know what Mad Caleb is a reference to, but I'm sure it's something that the developers found funny at the time. Sleeping? Keep that forever. Alright, let's this is where we go to board for Center Station, everybody? Or is it the other platform? Oh. I find that south platform. Doesn't really tell you which way is north or south, I don't think. Normally I play games like RPGs, and I'm sure this would drive anyone crazy who might be watching me do this game. I don't typically, like, talk to people, which is something that, what, do I just have to wait on the other platform or something for the Center Shuttle to show up? Typically in these kind of games, I don't stop to talk to everybody. I'm just, I don't know, not really interested at all in doing that kind of thing. So, I know there's some people who play games, and especially RPGs, and they'll go and just kind of like talk to everybody, see what quests are available and stuff like that. Just not my style, I don't think. I have to say though, I think we're coming up to, after this, a pretty cool cutscene. Like you get to see the ship that we were following at the beginning of the game, how it's kind of put together. And I like that, because it gives the ship's initial design kind of like a purpose. Like it shows that it's not just, designed that way, where it just has pods on the side for no reason, this is the design thing. But no, it shows that it has like actual passengers on it. And maybe it's a good way of actually ferrying people, you know, from Anachronox to Center Station by just having these trams that go across along the lines and just load in. So, yeah, I like that kind of thing. This I didn't really get. Well, I guess they are on a planet, so I need like quite a bit of thrust to get up in the air. But I always thought like it was just a lot. Like it looks like it's gonna explode off the platform or something. But plus, it's not. It doesn't have like a pad behind the thruster, so it's not like pushing off of the surface. It's just going. So I don't know. But I do like, again, as I said before, I do like the idea of a planet within a giant, like, superstructure kind of thing. And yeah, Center Station is a planet that revolves on the outside of this place, and is basically like a throughway between here, this part of the galaxy, to other parts of the galaxy. So even though we're here, it's still a long way to go in order to escape from being around Anachronox. I can only assume Boots, or Sylvester Boots Celli, has been outside of this planet at one point or another. Maybe traveled the galaxy, it's somewhere, but, you know, who's to say? I don't know the extended lore of Anachronox. Alrighty, so we're at Center Station. Gonna save up. This place is a little bit more sterile than what you might be used to seeing in Anachronox. Gonna go through here. Thank you. What do you gotta say? Salad is free. Oh snap.
What's the plan, Stan?
A little bit of dialogue.
We need to buy 2 tickets to Sunder and get this show on the road.
Hey, how about a quick pit stop at the red light district while we're here?
Will you pull that chin out of the gutter and put your mind to business? Bell Curves and Sunder is much classier.
Jeez, Grumpos. What a you pull your weird transparent beard out of the gutter. Why don't you? The back of your mouth out of the gutter. So yeah, Sunder has a fountain. And it has a what was it called? Oh, go through here? No, it has a red light district, but we can't go there right now. This is the trade bot. He's got stuff that you can buy and sell. But we're not gonna bother with that really. Oh. I just got a package to give to a trader bot. Maybe that means that this thing is fixed. Oh hey, we can do Pal's thing, unless this one is way too advanced for us. I don't know what the timer counter were set, but whatever. Oh, okay. Can't do it yet. You'll see it. It's cool, I guess. Not really. These guys are supposed to be the Beatles. I don't know why. Not a huge fan, so don't really understand the reference. Matrix O. Oh, geez, guy. All right, let's skedaddle. We're gonna find someone who's kind of familiar to us. Hey, it's a character design cooler than our main character. What are you doing here? Getting out of the hellhole, something. PAX lead about Tetra Smuggler. Something about a black market deals. Poking around here. Rates way to the red light district. Oh. Okay, so we gotta take a picture of a dead body, I guess. We get, I think we get like a nice shot of the city and stuff when we go outside. I really like it when the game does this. Kind of gives you a fly through. I don't know, by today's standards, the cityscapes aren't too impressive, to be honest. Like, they're big, and there's places you can go into, and there's clowns, you know. And they're obviously trying to do some like good camera work by having the people pan across and stuff as they cut to new shots. It works a little bit, I guess, but you know, it's just kind of cool. Look at this guy, not that guy, this guy. These are the guys who are in charge of security on this station, and I always like how they were designed. But I never really understood sci-fi police guy who has a weird baton, which is like probably a electric stun baton. I don't really understand why that's a kind of a staple of things. Anyways, what are you up to? No salt, eh? Yeah. I don't need tickets. So, what we gotta do though, is we gotta find our way basically to Sunder. And the way that we gotta do that is by getting into a, basically a, sorry for the stammering, into a scientific group of people. Yeah, that's how it works. The hell would you even call that? We gotta basically get tickets to a science conference. And once we do that, then we can go to Sunder because it's a science planet. It's basically a planet designed for research. It's important that we do this. Called Comp Talk. Whoa. So, something about, this freaking thing that I hate is that, something I basically hate about this is that if you are someone who remembers trackpads or mice with balls, anyway, if you're someone who remembers those, then you remember they move a little bit slower. Yeah, we gotta download this. This makes PAL really smart, and we're gonna need that for a little bit later on. Optical mice with lasers, though those don't really exist as much anymore, are very fast. They're very quick. So I don't know who these people are. So when you're trying to do something like that, that takes a lot of, you know, kind of finesse. Hey, Dada is there. Things kind of move too quickly, and then you can't really get basically purchase in trying to do it. So anyway, that's just something that I found annoying. Woo! Super smart. What do these guys have to say? What are you doing? So what's going on? Hey, what are you guys doing? This seems like something suspicious. Now I know your secrets. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So, somewhere that we have to go is the, to go to an underground area. And that involves basically getting, I believe, a kind of code in order to get into it. And that involves talking to like several different people throughout the area and stuff, but we gotta kind of work on that slowly. This person, again, another really cool design character. I always thought. Maybe not so much in retrospect. I always thought she was cool. Oh. Cool, I guess. I don't know which painting she's talking. Oh. What are you doing? He's so in luxury that he can float. This guy here, I think I have to talk to him. Okay. His face is kind of warping in a really strange kind of way when he moves. He'll find love eventually, but kind of have to work on that to get him that love. So, also there's no hotel rooms in this place, and you can't even go upstairs, which is kind of weird considering there's a balcony with people. But I think you can walk around to it later on. But anyways, let's get upstairs, and we're going to start motoring a little bit. So one place that we have to go to is this area here, which is the tubes that Ruck was talking about. Yeah, what? Here's Buck. But if you brake left instead of right, there's a gate that leads to the Rue tubes, Center Station's underground substructure. Yeah, red light district. Yeah. How are you talking so normally when your face looks like this? You got the little holes there for your creepy Morphe mouth.